All right, Jays fans, welcome to a special edition of the Roundup for Thursday, August 19th. Now, Monday's episode was a little bit negative, talking about that 7-game road trip out west, and I didn't really want to talk about the Washington Nationals debacle until next Monday. So I figured the best thing to do is let's come out with a positive vibes video. Nothing but good vibes right now, okay? So positivity's back in the building. You know, we've got 43 games left, and there's still a chance. It's outside, but there's still a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yes, that is exactly what I'm telling you. So, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go through and we're going to look at the teams that we need to touch. So, there's a 28% chance that the Jays are going to make the playoffs this year. 20%. Yes, there's still a chance. And there's a 3% chance that the Jays are going to win the division. So let's just do ourselves a favor and put a big X on that. Let's not worry about the division. There's 3 teams that we need to worry about. One, Boston. 2, Oakland. 3, the Yankees. So the great thing here is that the Yankees have 2 games in hand. Well, they're playing tonight, so 1 game in hand. Boston has 4 games in hand, and Oakland has 2 games in hand. So the Yankees are now a game up on Boston and Oakland, who are tied for that last wild card. In fact, Oakland won today, so they're a half game up on Boston. We're 4 games back of Boston. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the Yankees. They've got 42 games remaining. After tonight, 41 games remaining. Now, their offense has been asleep for a better part of the year, but it's slowly started to wake up. Now, as we start getting into the late dog days of summer, is that pitching staff going to be able to hold up? And is that offense going to be able to carry this team the rest of the way? We don't know, but the offense is humming right now, so it's tough. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how things finish off in August for the Yankees.
Okay, so the Yankees got 12 games left, minus the 1 tonight. They'll have another 3 against Minnesota, 2 against Atlanta, 4 against Oakland, and 2 against the Angels. So let's look at that Minnesota series. So the Yankees are 2-1 against them with a run differential of 22-17. The Minnesota Twins have been 6-4 in their last 10, but they are playing a little loose right now. They don't have much to play for, so I think they're playing for pride right now. So the Yankees, you know, we'll see what happens for the rest of this series. Then you look at Atlanta. They're 1-1 against Atlanta. They have a negative run differential against the Braves at 1, and the Braves have been 8-2 in their last 10. They do lead the East by 2.5, so I don't think Atlanta's calling this in at all. Now, the interesting series here is we've got the Yankees against the Oakland A's 4-4. The Yankees are 2-1 against them with a run differential of 12-11. Now, the A's are 7-3 in their last 10, and they are 2.5 back at Houston for the division. So there are a lot of variables here for Oakland to look at. I don't know what's going to happen here, but we're going to prognosticate a little bit. Then they finish off the month with 2 against the Angels, who are 2-2 against, with a run differential of 24-22. Now the Angels are 4-6 in their last 10. Again, they're playing a little bit loose right now. They don't have much to play for, so we'll see what happens here. So what I'm looking at is we want to see a split in Minnesota. So 2-2. We want to see a split in Atlanta, a split in Oakland, and a split in LA. That gets them to 6 wins for the rest of the month, and we're going to hammer that as a magic number. So the magic number is 6. We do not want to see over 6 Yankee wins for the rest of August.
Okay, so now that we've got the Yankees out of the way, on to the Boston Red Sox. Boston's got 11 games left this month. Let's take a look at that calendar, and let's see how things are going to break out for the rest of August.
Okay, so as we said, Boston's got 11 games left this month. 3 at home to Texas, 3 at home to the Twins, 3 on the road to Cleveland, 2 on the road to Tampa. Let's start off with the Texas Rangers. In the last 10, they are 3-7, but they are 3-1 against the Boston Red Sox. Negative run differential for the Red Sox at -2. With the Twins, Twins are 6-4 in their last 10, and the Red Sox are 3-1 against the Twins with a 17-9 run differential. With Cleveland, who is 5-5 in their last 10, they haven't played since 2019, and they split the 6-game series 3-3 with the run differential 43 Sox, 39 Guardians/Indians from Cleveland. And then 2 games against Tampa. Tampa is 7-3 in the last 10. They do lead the AL East. And the Red Sox are 5-7 against Tampa with a 72-69 run differential. Take away that 120 run game they had against Tampa, and the run differential is a lot worse. So this is what we're hoping for from Boston. They're going to go 1-2 against Texas, 1-2 against the Twins, 2-1 against Cleveland, 0-2 against Tampa. So that's going to put their magic number at 4. So that's 4 wins for the rest of the August. And yeah, it's a tough call, but we're going to call 4 wins for the rest of August.
Okay, now they've got Boston out of the way, it's on to the last team that we need to worry about. Well, second last team we need to worry about, and that's the Oakland Athletics. They've got 10 games left this month. Let's take a look at how August is going to end up for them.
Okay, so the Oakland Athletics have 10 games left. They've got 3 at home to San Fran, 2 at home to Seattle, 4 at home to New York, and then they're on the road in Detroit. Now, let's start with the San Fran Giants. They lead the NL West. They're at 78-42. They're 9-1 in their last 10, and the A's are 1-2 against them with a run differential of 11-9. Seattle, who is 65-56, they're 4 games back of the wild card. They're 6-4 in their last 10, and the A's are 4-6 against them with a run differential of 48-37. Next up, we've got the Yankees in for 4. They are tied for the wild card. They're now up a game on the wild card, who have been 7-3 in their last 10. The A's are 1-2 against the Yankees and have a run differential negative 11-12. And then finally, to finish off that last game of the month, they are at Detroit, who is 5-5 in their last 10. And they are 4-0 against them with a 21-6 run differential. So what we're hoping for here is either San Fran sweeps them or they go 1-2. They split the 2 with Seattle. Either the Yankees sweep them 4-0 or they split that series 2-2 and they win that last game in Detroit. This is going to put their magic number at 5. So any more than 5 wins for the rest of August, it's going to make things a little bit more interesting come September.
Okay, so before we look at the Jays' remaining games in August, let's just sit back and talk about what some of these struggles have been. Let's just be honest here, okay? Honest Jays fans talking to honest Jays fans. The biggest issue has been the offense. It's been stalling out, and when they get going, there's not enough muscle behind that. Right now, it really looks like Vlad is trying to do too much when he's at the plate, and that's causing him to hit these weak little ground outs, weak little fly outs. I think he's trying to do too much. I also see his mechanics have changed a little bit, so I don't know if he's dealing with a little bit of a nagging injury. Maybe a hammy or an ankle or a knee. It's really getting in the way of him setting up and exploding out of his stance. The next, it's the bullpen. I mean, we all knew that this year. If anyone said that the Jays had a top 5 bullpen, top 10 bullpen in the league, they didn't know what they're talking about. Or they just had really high hopes for them. Right now, they're showing that this is not a bullpen that is where it needs to be. Now, is it just the bullpen, or is there someone else to blame? Perhaps Charlie's got to shoulder a bit of that blame for not using the bullpen properly. Rafael Dolis has been absolutely atrocious over the last 10 games, yet he is consistently called upon. Brad Hand is not a guy you bring in the 6th inning. This guy is at the back end of your bullpen. He is your setup man. He is that guy before the setup man. He's not the guy that comes in at the 6th inning to get you 3 quick outs. That's not who Brad Hand is. So I'm going to look at some mismanagement with him on that. Now, yes, baseball has a lot of numbers and there's a lot of analytics and they're trying to play lefty-righty. They've been moving the defense in the wrong way most of the time. So I really think the coaching staff has to step back and figure out what it is that they're trying to do right now, because it is not working. And we can see that because the on-field presence of that bullpen is what was the defensive shifts that they've been putting in just have not been working. So
gotta keep our composure!
At the end of the day, these analytics, they might work 70, 75, 80% of the time, maybe even 90% of the time, maybe even 95. But it's that 5%, that 10%, that's what's going to end up losing you the game. There's one thing that I know with baseball is sometimes you just have to trust your gut. Sometimes your numbers aren't going to tell you what you need to know. You just need to trust your gut. I don't think Charlie's been doing a lot of that. So, let's look at what the Jays have left going on this August. We have a few games left. We've got Detroit twice. We've got the White Sox in here for 4, and then we do also have the Baltimore Orioles at the end of the month. Now, the good thing for the Jays that's going to be in their favor right now is they've got 9 home games, 9 home games the rest of August. They're 9-2 at home. They like being at home, so to finish off the month of August with 9 home games is a huge bonus for them. Let's hit that calendar.
Okay, so as we said, the Jays have 12 games left to finish off the month of August. 9 at home, 3 on the road. Detroit at home for 3, White Sox at home for 4, Detroit on the road for 3, Baltimore at home for 2. So looking at Detroit, they are 58-63. They're 5-5. They haven't played since 2019, but the Jays were 5-3 against them with a run differential of 35-14. With the White Sox, who are 70-50 and leading the Central, they're 6-4 in their last 10. The Jays are 1-2 against them this year, and they do have a positive run differential, 13-9. Now, Detroit on the road, we just went through those numbers, but if you didn't hear them, 5-3 since 2019, 35-14 run differential. And then we've got 2 against Baltimore at home, 38-80, 0-10 in their last 10. 6-3 the Jays are against them this year, and the run differential is 64-39. So for these 12 remaining games in August, the magic number is 9. They need to sweep the 2 games against Baltimore, split with the White Sox, and take 5 of 6 against Detroit. If they can do that heading into September, they should be sitting in and around 72-58. If all goes to plan, that does put them in the second wild card, Jays fans.
All right, so now that we got all the dates and the games out of the way, if everything goes and holds as is, which means that Boston, Oakland, and Yankees, they split their games for the most part. We saw the magic numbers, so those are the numbers we need to worry about. The Jays just have to take care of business. If they can get a game out, a half game out, a game and a half out by the end of August, we're right there. You have to remember, there's still a month and a half left of baseball, an entire month and a half. So maybe we're prematurely pulling the trigger a little bit on the fact that we don't think the Jays are going to get there and things just look bleak. But until you are officially eliminated, there's always going to be a chance. Always. We're going to see you Monday next week. I do believe it is August 23rd. We're going to touch base to see how the next few series go. And we're going to set you up for the Chicago series, which is an important series because you see, we've split with them, but we need more than a split here. And then we'll talk about how the Tigers series went and how the upcoming Tigers series went. Again, the good thing is we still got 7 games against the Yankees. We still got 10 games against the Orioles. We still have the opportunity to win some big games here. And September is going to be a big month for us, an absolutely massive month. So, Jays fans, let's knuckle up. Let's cheer these guys on. Let's get out to the ballpark. Let's just do everything in our power to make certain that this team knows that we're behind them. We need to get those smiles back on their faces. We need to see this team hitting that next level, because at the end of the day, when it's October, I want to be at the Dome. I want to be drinking a couple of cold icy pops, maybe a hot dog, maybe some jerk chicken nachos. Apparently you can't get those anymore there, which was really upsetting when I was there. Anyway, I digress. Again, we'll see you on the 23rd. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, comment, hit the like, smash the like. Let your friends know that we've got some great content here. We're going to start trying to bring on some fans coming up, so if you're in the comments, let us know you're all about talking Jays baseball. We'll bring you on the roundup, we'll get your point of view, and we can get this thing rolling. We're still there, guys. Almost. But I'm going to see you real soon.